Honestly, I think I don't know what happened. We were just off our mark, and it was a disappointing game for us. It's obviously a big 2 points that we missed out on, and yeah, I think that's all we can do is just turn the page and look to tomorrow.
It just looked like you could see coming. It wasn't like
No, it was just we came out a little flat, and we just weren't executing the way we wanted to. So I think everyone in our room is disappointed, but we can't sulk on it too long because we got a big one tomorrow.
Is it more about now how you respond?
For sure, it's all about how we respond. I mean, we want to make sure that we come back with a game that we're proud of, and that we're working hard in, and that we ultimately come out with a win. So I think that's our goal, and that's all we're focused on right now.
And also getting back to your structure, which was much improved the last games before that.
Yeah, I think for sure. I think we just got to make sure that we're playing the way we need to play. We've been playing really good defense games prior, and I think we've been really good. So I think if we can get back to that and back to a game that we can be proud of, and yeah, it was an off game for us, and we're looking forward to get the 2 points tomorrow.
How confident are you that you can, get back to what you were and find that intensity?
Very confident. I think we know the position we're in right now, and I think it doesn't sit well with you when you have a game like that, and we got to make sure we were just playing like that not too long ago. So it's not. I don't think it's anything that's a big issue. We just got to make sure that we're bringing it for the next one.
Braden, what's the energy in the room right now with every game so important, kind of like the playoff atmosphere?
Yeah, it's intense. I think everyone's got the same goal, and everyone wants to win. And I think everyone's knowing what we need to do, and so it's we're ready for it, and we know what we need to do, and so I think everyone's excited and knowing what needs to get done to move forward.
What's the key? You've seen Toronto most. What's the key against a team like that?
I think it's going to be good defense and executing. I think if we can keep them to the outside, they have a lot of high-end talent that can put pucks away quick. I think if we can limit their big scoring chances in those dangerous areas of the ice, I think that's going to help. And then I think making them play defense. I think that's something that we got to make sure we're doing. We got to make sure our forecheck's going hard, and that we're taking it to them.
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously tough. Someone I played with pretty much my whole NHL career and knew from before. So, he's clearly doing well, and I'm not surprised by that. So, but yeah, it's it's kind of weird timing when I was out. So, kind of adjusting to it now. But yeah, definitely miss him around the room.
Knowing he's in a contract year, do you prepare yourself? Do you understand it's kind of a possibility in that situation?
Yeah, I think anyone who's going into that UFA, you have sort of a sense, and some of that's on us too. I'm sure if we had a better record and had more of a push, I'm sure he'd still be here. But yeah, I think there's always that possibility. When he was signed a one-year deal, it's the nature of the business. So like I said, it's definitely different with him not around here, but happy to see him doing well also.
You talked to him much? Have you talked to him much in Colorado?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, we're both just playing our games and whatnot, but we saw him. They stayed over in Minnesota, so saw him a little bit that next morning, and just talked about obviously a little bit of an adjustment for him. Been here his whole career also, so yeah, talked to him a bit. He's enjoying it, and obviously they've been having a lot of success too in recent games.
The process of finding a new partner, getting comfortable with somebody after all the years with him, how much of a challenge is that, and how much do you need that to be at your best? How much do you need that kind of stability?
Yeah, I think a lot of times you think of only lines as forwards and chemistry in that sense, but I think defensemen have to have a lot of chemistry. I think knowing where each other are, I think communication's huge, and yeah, I mean, you play 300-something games with one guy, you get almost that second sense of where they're going to be, where your outlets are, the support, the communication. So I think it's definitely a bit of an adjustment when you're switching D partners. Obviously just getting used to playing with Arho. There's different tendencies you adjust to, and I think as long as there's a lot of communication, that eases a lot of the adjusting.
That's part of it with you recently, having to adjust to that. But this year coming off the injury, last year I know you dealt with some injury stuff. The starting and stopping, I mean, how do you feel like that has kind of affected you in fighting through some of this stuff?
Yeah, I think it's frustrating when you're sitting out, especially last year was early in the year, so it's not as you never want to be sitting out, but I think when you're late in the year and we're trying to win every game, I think that's when it gets frustrating, and you're trying to jump right into the flow of everyone who's been playing hard hockey, and the games have been really packed, so you don't really get any practice time with the guys and everything, and like I said, it's turnover, you're coming back, new partner, and stuff like that. So I think it's you don't really have that time to kind of get it back in the flow. So I thought it was a decent first 2 games, and then obviously yesterday was just kind of flush that down and turn the page to tomorrow. But I think you just try and come back and play the best you can to help the team win games.
When you talk about coming back, the guys in this locker room, what do you expect as far as the response?
Yeah, I think the team we've been since the calendar turn, that wasn't us last night, and I think, like I said, there's no time to dwell on it, especially with the few games we have left. So for sure, just turn the page and bring good effort tomorrow.
Adam, the kind of like randomness to games like last night, like you guys have had a handful of them this season where it just looks like it's a struggle to advance pucks, neutral zones. There are a lot of issues last night, obviously, but is it hard to put your finger on why at a time like that? Like, how do you grapple with that?
Yeah, I think the 10 games before that we've been playing tight D, and the game like that just kind of spirals for us. It seems we get frustrated, then we try and overhandle the puck, it comes the other way, and then they're getting those great opportunities that we had been limiting for a lot of games now. So I think it's just not getting frustrated when things are getting clogged up. They were doing a good job in the neutral zone, and we just couldn't really get in there and sustain that forward check, sustain ozone, and everyone's going to look not great when you're defending the whole game and trying to force stuff. So I think just being able to stop that bleeding early and not let it spiral where you're then forcing stuff and it's just coming right back at you.
Did it feel like in years past, like you guys were able to rally? You had all those comeback wins last year, whereas this year it's been more of a struggle to kind of get your footing, and it feels like the frustration is more contagious in a game like that?
Definitely. I think, like we said, I mean, you got to have that kind of resiliency to, not mentally just pack it in. I think a lot of our success in the past has been just a mindset of being down 1 goal, 2 goals. It doesn't matter to us. We're gonna, find a way to get it done. And obviously we've been lacking that a little, but I think just finding that mental fortitude to be able to know you get one, and even a game like that, we're not playing well. It's a 1 goal game. You get one, and you could easily get 2 points, and you might not deserve it with the way you were playing, but if you could find a way to get points, that's massive. So I think definitely got to be able to dig in there and understand that just got to find a way to get a goal and move on from there.